Hey guys, welcome to the channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how we laser engrave driftwood. Where we live, we have access to driftwood. We're all the time picking up pieces when we're walking around the canals and the beach fronts. And it turns out pretty good. This is actually one I did with text to path. So try to make the text follow the contour of the wood. Still working on getting that perfected, but not bad. And as you can see, turns out pretty good. And in this video, I'm going to show you how I made this piece. It's not perfect. I had this little scrap piece and I didn't know what to do with it, and I thought I'll make a quick video. So let's get over to the laser and light burn, and we'll get this thing made, and I'll show you how I do it. Alright, here we are in light burn. I'm not going to show you how to use light burn. There's tons of videos out there to show you that. What I'm just going to show you is mainly how I do burning driftwood. So let's get up here in light burn. See here, I'm going to draw me a template, my piece of wood. I measured the working area that I had, and it is about 2.5 wide by 3.25 tall. So I drawn me a little template, and then there's my little sand I'm going to use. The beach is calling, I must go. And I'm going to put this lighthouse in there, and Dolphin Island. I think I'll be okay going a little bit. I may need to shrink this down a little bit. Move this over. We'll see how that acts. Let's see. Well, maybe if we put this on this side, put this over here. Well, that gives us a lot. Let's go back to what we had. Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. Let's just move this in just a tad. Maybe it won't distort it too much. There we go. And then put that there. Okay. So that looks like everything's inside my template. So the first thing I do here, let me cut everything off and I'll turn it on as I go down the list. Okay, line. You can't really tell what that line is. Let's move this template down. So line, let's show that. Let's turn that off. So there's my words, the saying I want to use. And then I usually outline, just put a line around it. I'm going to do that first, and then I'm going to fill it. And that, to me, it just sort of sharpens the edges up. And then my image, I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to leave it on image, and this is what I've been doing it at. My settings for some reason have changed. We'll leave it there. And then my Dolphin Island, my word, let's turn it back on. Doing it at, we're going to slow this down a little bit, and we're going to cut the power down. I don't know why that's set like that. We'll cut that down to about 6,000 at, we'll say 25. And we'll make sure everything is on one path, on one pass. Whoops, that's my tool later. One pass, one pass. Just always double check your, I'm the world's worst about forgetting to double check. And we're going to turn our output on. Whoops, I'm glad I did that. Hang on, let's delete that. We've got to outline it again. Control copy. Oops, hang on. Oops, let's just do duplicate. Select it, duplicate, and turn that back yellow. And then let's move this back to the top. Okay, now let's just go through and check our settings. Maximum power, we're going to change that to about 25 at 6,000. Which with driftwood, it's hard to tell. You never know what kind of wood you got. Sometimes my settings are just perfect, and then sometimes it burns it up. Sometimes I got to go back and do it again. All right, and then our fill layer, we're going to do 8,000 at 25. I sort of like that. Could go maybe a little faster and turn the power up, but I've had pretty good luck with that. Let's see here. Image. Like I said, I'm going to keep that. And my line for Dolphin Island down here, I'm going to do a line 6,000 at 25. Might bump that down just a little bit. And we'll just make sure, like I said, everything is one pass. All right. So let's go over to the laser and we're going to frame it to see if it fits. Okay, so here's our piece of driftwood, and like I said, looks like our working area is going to be about 4 inches by 2 3/4. I'm not going to position the laser with the, man, that magnet's tight. All right. I'm going to manually just center it. Oops, excuse me. I'm going to put it about right there. Oh, look, my height's already set, like just about. So then I'm going to come up here where this just barely clears. That looks like it. Next, it drops down pretty low there. Let me put these magnets back. Give it something sort of to sit on. That should level it a little bit better. It's not going to be perfect. Let's go one more magnet taller. Looks pretty good. One thing too about the driftwood, it's very hard to get it centered because you don't have square lines. So I just sort of eyeball it. That's looking fairly good. Let me get up here above it and look down on it. I think I sort of like that. I'm putting about in the center. And then let me just put me some magnets on there as a marker. Go one more tall. Just sort of to help me if I need to line it back up. Oops, that didn't do good. All right. All right, now let's frame it. Check my measurements again. 3.5 is a little bit. So this, I'm going to shrink my image down a little bit. I think I'm... Okay, let's shrink the image down. First of all, let's group these two. Let me turn my template back on. So I should be okay. Let me frame it again, see what we got. Alright, we'll take the whole thing. Now let's go down with it. Alright, let's frame it. That was pretty good. Let's see if I can't bring some of this in a little bit. Bring it. Scoop it. I think a little bit more. And just bring it. Alright. Probably going to be a little bit big, but let's go with it. Make sure you put your safety glasses on and turn my blower on. It's getting ready to get noisy. I want to leave the hood up so we can video. According to Lightburn, it's saying it's going to be 4 minutes to do this. Now I was doing the lighthouse. I think I should have reduced my power a little bit on that. And I could have moved it a little more to the right, that whole lighthouse image. Alright, we're already a minute and a half over what it projected the time would be. Looks like this is going to be about 2-3 more minutes. Should be working on the top of the lighthouse now. Almost done. Now I've got to come back and write Dolphin Island down here. It's going to be interesting to see how it handles this knot. There it is. A little bit off right here because of the way it, I guess the wood goes, but hey, I like it. Alright, let me do a little cleaning up on it and then I'll show you the final results. It is fresh off the laser. Doesn't look too bad. Still a little wet from where I washed on the sink, but this could be used as a standalone piece, or you could add it to some kind of little other craft that you're doing. But laser engraving driftwood, not too bad.